All right, welcome back. We're very excited to be joined by team captains from both clubs, Hannah Bebar from Bay FC and Liv Scott from Ottawa Rapid. We will go ahead and open up straight to questions for these players. So, Paula?
Good morning, Paula Maruri, Ten San Francisco. This is for Ottawa. As a new franchise, another key historical moment, how do you feel to be part of this moment, and also because Bay FC is a new franchise? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think coming here, it's just really exciting for us. It's another step in the right direction for our league, being the second year, and it's another good connection and a good test to be playing an established league. Bay is a new club, but it's a good test to test ourselves, and we're really excited.
Although this is just a friendly, how important is this before you start your regular season?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like a benchmark for us. We've had a few scrimmages coming in, mostly against boys clubs, but it's really good to test ourselves and see against such a good opponent.
You guys just arrived on Monday. What has been the process of getting ready, for this match, and also how do you like the weather?
Yeah, other than soaking up the sun, my nose is a little red, if you can see, but we're just enjoying the weather, enjoying the pitch. It's very nice being on grass, enjoying the sun, making sure to stay hydrated. So yeah.
Muy bad to see. How could you describe the process of getting ready for tomorrow's match, and what has been the communication in the locker room? Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have approached this game just like we would approach a regular season game, and I think the cool part is we've had a few matches, we've had some tests, and I think we're really trying to kind of step into this next part of the season, fixing some details, really honing in on some specific areas we want to work on, some set pieces, and I think we're excited. We're excited to face a new opponent. We're excited to have a test from a different league. And I think we're a very process-oriented club. So we're going to approach this game just like we approach every other game.
This is the first time you guys are facing a Canada team. How do you feel to be part of this moment?
I think it's so cool. I mean, Liv and I were we just met, we were just talking. We already have so many mutuals from college, and I think it's so cool to blend the leagues because there is so much crossover, and I think it'll just grow the sport, and it's just cool that we can be a part of one of these first matches.
And last question for what you guys are captains. So as leaders, how important is this match and the process of building that leadership and the team? Thank you.
Yeah, I think I've stepped into a leadership role, which is new for me this year, alongside Claire and Sydney, and they're away on international duty, so that leaves me to kind of step into that official role for the game. But I've really, I've loved kind of testing myself and really pushing myself in this new chapter. And I think with Emma and the staff, they trust us to. They trust that we really believe in this team, and I think I'm going to continue to work on those skills, but I'm excited for the opportunity to captain on Friday.
Yeah, and I think for me, I was a part of the leadership group last year under Desi Scott was our head captain, so being able to learn from her as kind of like a mentor and then officially step into that role this year. We're using everything from last year and kind of keeping our culture connected and looking forward to this game. It's just how can we play on a team and kind of focus on ourselves and see what we need to improve on, and that's kind of how we're approaching it.
Good luck for both, and thank you.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you.
And if I may just add, I know it's early on, only 4 matches in, but how would you assess where you guys kind of hoped you would be this early on in the season, in the first year for under Coach Coates, and where you guys are actually at right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think you approach every season very eager and wanting to do, improve from last year, and especially with some of the struggles we had last year. But I think we'd say we're in a really good place right now. We're 2-2. We've had some clear areas, I think, that we want to take and fix into the next block, which is just props to like our coaches and our analytical team that we're really detail oriented. And I think the overall vibe is very optimistic. I think we came into this year really hungry to improve. And I would say that same feeling is how we're approaching this next set of games.
And you mentioned this sport is so different than other sports. Christian McCaffrey, the Niners aren't going to let him go play for another team for a couple of weeks and then come back mid-season. How challenging is it for you guys, and I know you're used to this to build that continuity that you want, especially in your first year under a new head coach, when your players are constantly leaving for international duty or other big matches?
Yeah, it's very unique the way that the soccer season works out. It's a long season, and I think we really have to trust our depth, and that's a huge thing with our sport. Every game, you're not going to have 100% of your roster healthy. People coming back from international duty may need to, have a little bit more rest than you would expect, maybe not playing a full 90 minutes. So it's really trusting the depth and trusting the coaches in when people come back from international duty, they just were on a completely different team representing their country, different tactics, and I think it's being aware that there could be a little adjustment, but we have, 20, how many players do we have? 28?
For Friday?
Just in general on our team.
26.
26 people for a reason. So, it's trusting that.
And even though it is just a friendly on Friday, Coach said there could be 11 players trying to integrate into the match. What do you guys hope you take away from this experience that helps you later on in the season?
We are excited because we have some young training players who are very eager, and they're going to be, stars for college, stars in the next level. And so giving them this experience now is going to be really valuable for not only us, but for them. We have been training with some of these. They've come in during international breaks, these players, and they deserve, some chances and some looks. And I'm excited for them to see them shine tomorrow. But we really just are going to come together as a team and still keep those same principles and keep those same tactics we'd have when we have our regular squad here. So our identity is going to stay the same, which is key for us.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. We're going to go ahead and open up to questions on the Zoom. Marco, you had your hand up first.
Hey, Marco Ikolovich, Bay Area Sports Wrap for Hannah. Are you guys just ready to jump at the bit here to get back to playing again after having this week off?
Yeah, we're ready for a game. I know we've had a smaller squad last week, and now we've had the training players come in this week. So I think when you start to get numbers bigger, you start to play a bit bigger in training, start to layer in some tactics, some film. You're just eager to get back on the field, and I think tomorrow is going to be a great test against a great opponent. And so we're excited to kind of rebound from the Washington Spirit game and really just show our fans a good match.
Okay. Ottawa's captain, I forgot her name, sorry. But how do you guys measure yourselves up against the Bay FC? What does this game mean for you guys?
Obviously the NWSL is a great league and Bay FC is a great opponent as well. But we're really just trying to focus on what we can control, and that's our narrative of being a connected team, getting our principles right and our tactics right going into our season. So just trying to go in there with a heads up and play hard and put on a good performance to represent our league and our team as well.
All right, thanks, Marco. All right, next up we have Dino.
Hey, Dino, just ask questions to the channel. Hannah, you talked about kind of wanting to get a little retribution after the Washington Spirit loss. Can you talk more specifically about maybe some things that didn't go well in that match that you sort of are looking to work out tomorrow night?
Yeah, we definitely did not get the result we wanted in that game. I'm trying to think back to it because it was like 2 weeks ago, but some of the takeaways. We definitely think that we're a team that is building, and we're in a process where we're not going to get everything right. And I think defensively, we didn't necessarily press the way we wanted to. With that being said, we have a lot of those players on international duty, so it may not be, the same kind of style but the same lineup or the same tactics tomorrow. But I think principally we want to just be a bit more aggressive than we were. And I think we're always building too. It's such a long season that you can't dwell too much on, last week's game. You have to move on quickly. And I think with an opponent like the Spirit, it's always going to be a tough match. So we're not down about that. We're really looking forward, but I think we want to show our fans and we want to bring the energy. And I think with that comes goals. So hoping to get, back on the field and have some progress in that.
And then one more for Hannah. You talked about kind of stepping into a leadership role. Are you thinking back to any kind of leaders from your past and sort of taking some of those lessons and kind of passing them on to some of the younger players here?
Yeah, definitely. I've been so lucky to be a part of teams with great leaders and captains. And growing up, I grew up practicing with the Chicago Stars, and I had role models like Julie Ertz, Mallory Pugh, Sam Kerr at a time, and I think watching them lead while I was, in high school, and watching how much they care for their team and the sport, I think I've always led by example, and I think now I'm starting to find, the role where I can lead by both example and a voice. And not that you need an official title ever on a team to do that, but I think knowing that the coaches support me and see, that I'm eager to step in and help the team, I think that means a lot.
Very cool. And Olivia, big task tomorrow night. Obviously, defensively, what's top priority?
Yeah, definitely a big test tomorrow night. Being a center back myself, I'm big on defensive actions. Top priority is just sticking to being picky. I think as a back line, we're a very tight-knit group who are very picky with each other. So lots of communication is key for tomorrow, and sticking to what we're good at. So hard tackles, lots of talk, not being afraid to step off the line and put in a tackle, and being committed on set pieces as well.
Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dino. All right, any other questions for these two? Okay, one.
May I just ask real quick? Since you guys have been here, I know this is a business trip, but have you gone anywhere, seen anything that you're like, oh wow, this is super cool?
Yeah, it's a business trip, but I want it to be so leisure. I've been wanting to get out, and we've been wanting to do some stuff, but mostly just sitting up by the pool. We're the only people in the hotel that are enjoying the sun, I think, because it's been a little cold in Ottawa, but I've heard Santana Row is pretty nice. Hopefully to get out there and walk. I know a few girls have gone to the mall. They like to go to Trader Joe's and Target because we don't have that in Canada, but mostly just enjoying the weather. It's been nice.
Anything they purchased from Trader Joe's and Target that you wouldn't get it up where you guys are from?
There's been a few things.
Or is it just going to shop?
It's going to shop. People like to go in small groups so they can focus and go through all the aisles. So it's been pretty funny seeing what they've been bringing back, yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right, a very important question the coaches got asked, and I want to make sure you get asked tomorrow, is Star Wars night for Bay FC.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Who are your favorite Star Wars characters?
Okay, this is bad, but I'm like not the biggest Star Wars fan. Like I've seen parts of all the movies. My brothers would hate that I'm saying this, but I have to go Princess Leia. Like she's a boss. I love her.
There we go.
I'm the same with Hannah. I have not seen many Star Wars, but maybe I'll go, I'll just say Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Why is Darth Vader?
Maybe he's the only one I can remember off the top of my head right now.
The villain.
All right,
Yeah.
any other questions for these two? We will let them go then. We are back in action
Thank you.
tomorrow, 7 p.m. International friendly Star Wars night, Ottawa Rapid against Bay FC. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.